That's Scarface, or on it. He looks solid enough. As for the lordling, what's his name?
Celtigar?
That's the one. He'd better watch his backside if he keeps up that arrogant prancing. Pride comes before a fall, as my grandmother used to say.
How wise. She was the crone incarnate, your gran.
I'm sorry, Moors, but our orders are clear. No one is to pass through here. We've had enough trouble for one day.
Yes, but under that poor twit, Sir Waymar Royce's command.
These young knights and their dreams of glory. He was here for how long? 6 months?
Something like that. Not a bad commander, but you need more than that to survive on the other side.
Down 2 brothers and 1 little shit for Castle Black.
We'll find out what happened to them, and we'll avenge them.
What else can we do?
Aye, that and raise a tankard of ale in their memory. I'll miss Gerard.
I prefer the kids. They look all innocent, but they often adapt better. It's not easy for a man who already has a life to take the black.
Listen to him go on. Everyone knows why you prefer the young ones.
They look all innocent, but they often adapt better. It's not easy for a man.
no way it's touching my pig. I was the one who hunted it. It's mine, and mine alone. If you want some, you'll have to ask me nicely. There's no way it's touching my pig. I was the one who hunted it. It's mine, and mine alone. If you want some, you'll have to ask me nicely.
Look how they're gorging themselves. I've always wondered where Bowen Marsh finds the food to feed us all.
There are vast supplies frozen in the ice of the wall. They're leftovers from a time when there were lots more of us, and the lords of the south were more generous.
What? They're serving us meat that's several centuries old? 7 hells!
Ah, you really are stupid.
Morse!
What do you want of me, Walder?
I have finished restoring the statuette that you entrusted me with just before you left to track down Gorold.
Really? Let's have a look.
I must say it was a true pleasure. Brothers normally ask me to paint them a pretty woman with big teats and spread legs. But I must say that this is a little more original. I realize we aren't the best of friends, but this statue is a work of art. I hope I treated it with the attention it deserved. I'm rather proud of my work. I returned it to its original colors, and it looks like new.
It's beautiful work, Walder. I have never seen such a striking likeness of the warrior. It's as if you have given him life.
It would appear the frost has not completely eaten away my hands. I hope you don't regret the price you paid for this job.
Not at all. This statue is worth more than you can imagine.
True. Actually, I have a vague idea of it. I've already seen this kind of work in the past, but only once, at the great Sept of Baelor of King's Landing. I recall legends telling of statues made by the first disciples of the Seven, when they still strode the hills across the narrow sea. They were carved into a star that the Seven had torn from the heavens. These statues depicted the true face of the gods, just as they were when they showed themselves to the Andals.
And it is said that the Andals' greatest heroes carried them off when they snatched Westeros from the first men and the ancient gods.
How could a man such as yourself find himself in possession of such a precious object? I've never taken you to be such a devout man.
This statuette of the warrior has always belonged to my family, as far back as the bloodline stretches. It is because of this that he walks alongside us. Have you heard of the Battle of the Field of Fire?
Ah, now there's another great tale. At the time of Aegon the Conqueror's conquest, the Lannister king and the King of the Reach united their forces to fight the Targaryen and their dragons.
This is not just any old tale. This battle really took place, and it was the greatest massacre in the history of the Seven Kingdoms. On that day, more than 4,000 knights perished in the fire of those three great dragons. Amory Westford, my ancestor, fought under the colors of the lion, as is our duty. When the shadows of the dragons blotted out the sky, and their fire engulfed both men and beasts, he prayed for his life, as he had never done before. He swore then, on his immortal soul, that he would search for and gather all seven, collecting the 6 other statues which accompany the warrior. Amory survived, and he set about his quest to give thanks to the Seven. He never succeeded, and our bloodline inherited his oath.
I imagine that faith comes more easily when one rushes into the jaws of such monsters. It's a beautiful tale all the same. You know, I could maybe help you keep this ancient promise, Mors.
Let's just say that I'm interested. What do you hope to gain from it?
Sometimes it's pleasing to be able to work on something just because it's beautiful, Mors. What I want is to finish what I've begun, before I'm judged by the Father.
Would you do it for free?
I've not taken so much joy in anything since I chose to take the Black, and you know how important the faith is to me. If I could help you accomplish this sacred vow of your ancestors, I'd be paying homage to the gods for all their graces.
And how would you do that?
This statuette, it was created to be part of the group of 7.
Yes, we already spoke of it.
Wait, you don't understand. I've studied it closely, and I can tell you it was made to be bonded to other objects carved from the same strange rock. Probably a bracelet or an amulet that the Andal warriors bore, like the 7-pointed star they carved into their chests. I believe I'm capable of reconstructing such a work. More than 4,000 years after its imagining, it would be magnificent.
Walder, what are you suggesting? I do not follow.
I should be able to make copies of the statuettes that go with this one. With good models, it should be possible.
Out of the question. That would mean going back on the word of my ancestors. This is about an act of faith and the honor of my bloodline, Walder.
Forgive me. I understand what you say. I've never seen a rock that compares to this one. It's perhaps true what the legends say when they claim they were carved from a star fallen from the heavens.
That may well be. I thank you, and I would leave you now.
Wait. I can restore them, just as I brought the warrior back to life for you. These statuettes are not unique, though extremely rare. I told you I remember seeing 3 whole sets in the Great Sept of Baelor.
You speak of a world which is closed to us, my brother.
I'd be happy to share this dream with you. If you ever manage to lay your hands on another of these precious relics, I doubt it would be in good repair. But I can restore all their beauty for you.
I thank you, Warder. Indeed, your help would be invaluable to me.
Truly? Well, all that remains for me is to pray to the Seven that they finally bestow their kindness upon you, Morse.
We have what remains of our lives to find out.
May the warrior guide your arm, and the crone light your way.
And may the Father forgive you for everything else.
You're bloody right there, brother. I can restore them, just as I brought the warrior back to life for you. These statuettes are not unique, though extremely rare. I told you I remember seeing 3 whole sets in the Great Sept of Baelor.
You speak of a world which is closed to us, my brother.
I'd be happy to share this dream with you. If you ever manage to lay your hands on another of these precious relics, I doubt it would be in good repair. But I can restore all their beauty for you.
I thank you, Warder. Indeed, your help would be invaluable to me.
Truly? Well, all that remains for me is to pray to the Seven that they finally bestow their kindness.
Seems Mormont wants us to retake IceMark.
Aye, that's an old story. The old bear must be dreaming. There'll never be enough of us to round up a garrison.
If you want my opinion, so much the better. It's cold enough here at Castle Black. There's no need to go freeze our balls off in that pile of stones.
I prefer the kids. They look all innocent, but they often...
Morse does what he likes. You best keep your mouth shut around him. What did a dog do to you?
I just don't like dogs. Especially that one. Look at it. It looks like trouble.
him be if it helps him forget why he's here.
Aye, that and raise a tankard of ale in their memory. I'll miss Gerrit.
Pray excuse me, Sir Mors. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you have the time.
Go ahead and ask.
Here at Castle Black, the brothers tell many tales about you. They speak of the legendary battles you fought before joining the Night's Watch, and about how you earned the name the Butcher, faced with the barbarians from beyond the wall.
The wildlings? Just what do you think you know about them, lad?
I heard that they're bloodthirsty barbarians who worship the White Walkers and mate their women with the others. They sometimes try to claw their way over the wall to steal our women and destroy our land, thirsting for our blood.
The same old stories. The White Walkers. The others. The wildling legends about the others are even worse than ours. They don't worship them at all. In fact, they fear them. They have much more to fear than we do, because they don't have the wall. If the White Death were to come, nothing would protect them. But men love to fear myths. We've been waiting for them for 8,000 years. And nobody's ever seen the others, nor the White Walkers. The wildlings are a real danger. However, they are normal men, like any other, which is exactly why they are such a threat. They attack when they're hungry, or when their balls are too full. There's nothing more dangerous than a hungry man.
To be starving and ready to do anything to survive. I've been there. That's why I ended up here.
Enough talk. Listen. Cregan is well liked by his men. He's a good leader. They may not take kindly to us going after him. Be ready for anything. If there's trouble, stay together. Keep an eye on the brother fighting by your side, and all should be fine.
By the Seven! I hope that it won't come to us fighting our own brothers.
What? You're not from a fighting family, Pod? Oh, it feels just like home to me.
Cregan could have gotten away with a stint in prison and a whipping for the rape. But now that the boy is dead, once I've told him what he's accused of, he'll know that he has nothing left to lose. You can never tell how a person will react when they've come to the end of their rope.
The villain will be as desperate as a cornered animal.
Remember that this villain is easily worth 10 of you, Celtigar. We are tracking him down because he broke his oath, and he will be judged for it. But never forget that he served the Night's Watch for close to 20 years.
I won't underestimate him, Sir Mors.
Well then, get ready.
cry for his mother. I almost pissed myself laughing.
That's how it works, lad. It's the only way to teach respect to those wild things.
Aye, it was good. Aye, that and raise a tankard of... Bale in their memory. I'll miss Gerard. Aye, that and raise a tankard of...
How it works, lad. It's the only way to teach respect to those wild things.
Aye, it was good.
So, what do you think of the new recruits?
We might make something of one or two of them. That's Scarface on it. That's for the Lord.
I'm sorry, Moors, but our orders are clear. No one is to pass through here. We've had enough trouble for one day.
Is there nothing left alive along the wall?
I'm so cold. It's even worse than I'd imagined. I can't feel my feet anymore.
Silence. It's still summer, and this is as warm as it will ever get at the wall. The cold keeps you awake, and walking keeps you warm. So march on.